And like dropped my OF when I was actively still in high school. Small.
Wait, you were 18 though, right?
Yeah, I was 18.
Oh, okay.
Like, but yeah. No, I was 18, but like I've never ever done anything past my comfort zone. And like, so I started getting like traction on social media when I was 15, and the OF comments have always been there since I was like 15 because I've always like kind of had like a chest. Yeah. So they were like, oh, like, yeah, it's kind of like could be gross, you know, but they were like, it is kind of gross, you know. They were like, oh, do OF.
Excuse me? That's disgusting.
Yeah. And I didn't even know what it was. And I was like, I'm not going to do it.
Did you have Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I had no clue what it was. Like, I've always just been like, la, 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 like super innocent. Like, my body count's literally 1. Like, I had no clue. And then when I was 17.
Yeah, you had no idea, huh?
No. Like, word to my mother, I did not know what it was.
Oh,
and then I was 17, and I was like, in my math class, and I was like, I have no clue. Like, I'm not the smartest. I was like, I'm not going to go to college. Like, what the hell am I going to do with my life? And I was like, all these girls are making, like, a lot of money. What should I do? My comments are saying this one thing. What should I do? So I did some research, and I was like, you don't have to take it that far. I can, like, stand my ground, and I can do what I want to do. So, like, whenever, like, I, like, we'll message these guys, and if they'll like text me and they'll be like, hey, I want you to do like this, and this, and I will literally just be like, I'm not doing this.
That's just heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. It sounds like social media like destroyed you.
You have a choice now, you know.
Because if there were men telling you, hey, start an OF on your Instagram, and then you just like listened to what they had to say, and you just went right into it?
I gotta get into some chats. Finish. Go ahead, finish. I thought you were.
Yeah, but like if you get a custom request, you don't have to do it.
Do you want to finish your point?
No,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's fascinating to me that you went from not even knowing what it was to being like, okay, this is how I'm gonna make money. Like, you don't see other routes of going about that?
Yeah, I could have done like TikTok Shop does amazing. But
you
also,
could have been an engineer.
I would like to chime in.
You could have been a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist.
But also like,
and you could still be.
Yeah, I could.
She still could.
I could go back. Dude, I've always wanted to be a lawyer.
Like,
I love arguing.
This, though?
Why don't you become a lawyer?
Guess what? Kim K years later did that.
But you
need money to do stuff like that.
So innocent. I don't
have that money to do that. I can build a business in a couple years.
Wait, guys, I do have to move things on.
To the gentleman there, like. You shouldn't believe this. Like, this is obvious bullshit, right? So women like this will do this all the time. They'll be like, oh my God, I was perfectly innocent. I had an angelic halo. It was over my head. I was born with cherub wings. And then the evil men came and corrupted me. Oh my God, it was awful. Like, they're full of shit, bro. Full of shit. I didn't know. I had no idea. Then I looked into it and went, oh, this sounds like a great idea. Yeah, no, fucking right. Like, nobody believes that shit.
No, I seriously didn't. Like, no one even talks about it in Ohio. Like, everyone in my school doesn't even, like, they did not think I was going to do it.
What did your parents think of it?
My parents, they, like, fully support it because I also have epilepsy, so I can't drive. I'm going...
What?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to be 19, and I cannot drive a car.
Hold on, your parents support it because you have epilepsy.
Yes, because listen, what? Okay, wait.
It's hard to work when you have. My mom has epilepsy.
It's hard to work. You cannot work a certain job. Like, my whole entire I would have a seizure. You cannot retain information. It wipes my memory away. So like, I have several health conditions.
Do you take medication?
Yes, daily.
What are your other?
I can show you like my narcotics. Like, if I were to have a seizure right now, you would put it in my nose.
I put it in.
Yeah, my brother's.
I probably should have told you of this if I were to have a seizure.
My brother's an epileptic. He works as a mechanic. Literally welding, doing things like this.
Okay, when was his last seizure? Can I ask you?
He has them all the time.
All the time. Wait, so he's working with heavy machinery.
Can you drive?
Yeah.
That's not good.
My bestie has seizures.
You know what?
Her license was just
suspended. He shouldn't be driving.
It's when you had your most recent one because my mom just had driving.
Are you gonna have a seizure on the show?
No.
If you had a seizure, would you just wake up and just forget that you ever started an OnlyFans?
Do you fall forward or backwards?
No, it
when
really
you have a seizure?
I fall like
Do you
this.
slump?
Yeah, like I fall and I start shaking.
Push the drink to the center.
Guys, I'm 3 months seizure free. I'm about to be able to drive. You have to be like 6 months.
Does something trigger it?
It's like different, like lack of sleep, flashing lights. It's like
you get
stress. No, I get like a really bad headache, and then like sometimes.
What are your
like
other health issues?
I have POTS, which is I got completely nerfed. It's like a heart condition.
Yeah.
So then I have also oh my god.
Yeah, POTS is pretty horrible.
Yep.
Yeah. So I get super sleepy, and then I have to take salt tablets. Like I'm completely nerfed. So then also I have Raynaud's, which is an autoimmune disease.
Oh yes.
Well, most of these are autoimmune related, right? POTS is generally autoimmune related. Like, aren't most of these autoimmune related? Even seizures have been linked to autoimmune disease.
Epilepsy is like my brain. POTS is due to my heart.
Andrew, are you okay? Yeah. Andrew, are you okay with a woman who has POTS and Raynaud's and seizures? Do we give Do we give a bit of quarter?
I was also in a wheelchair in 3rd grade.
To a woman.
You can manage. Look, most people who have these conditions manage them without taking their clothes off for money. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here. Like, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but almost everybody who has these conditions doesn't have to take their clothes off for money. I'm just pointing this out.
Just pointing it out. What's your question?
I have a question. Do your parents financially support you in any way? Like, do you?
No, I actually my little sister is 7 years old, and like I will do anything that I can for them. Like, so I bought her like a whole entire new summer wardrobe because like my family's not like, I didn't come from like a lot, you know. So then also like for her 7th birthday, I flew her out and like a whole entire Disney trip. Cool. So like I do like as much as I can for them, and I would like to give back once I make the money.
Wonderful.
I'd like to buy them like a whole new home, and like that's really like my goal with
because
this.
My understanding of OF and like sex work in general is that like it's a last resort. Like
no.
Like instead of
I do have to move things on. Lucas, chair 1, would you care to point to where I can find the epistemic moral grounding principles upon which you base your claim that OF is not immoral? Is it in the Bible of Anton LaVey? This is for you, I think. And
so where does your moral compass stem from?
Where everybody else's things I've been through, personal experiences, I don't know, day-to-day life.
That's great.
Did I answer that right?
I mean, I don't think
that's good.
I think that's the most common answer.
I do have to move things on here.